Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So today is not a diamond painting video. Today is something different, but yes, you see tons. This is all my whips sitting here in front of you. Please don't mind it. I don't have room just to be putting them anywhere, so they all just sit on my working desk. Today I'm going to be showing you supplies that I bought from Joann's and some supplies that I had in my stash that I am going to be using to do. It's not a new craft to me. I already know how to do this craft, but I'm going to get back into it to do something a little different on my channel other than just straight diamond painting and diamond painting hauls all the time. We're going to mix it up a little bit, my friends. This is a crafting channel, so I want other crafts on my channel. So the craft that I am doing is crocheting. I love crocheting. I don't do it as much or projects back to back to back because it does hurt my hands. Diamond painting also hurts my hands because I'm a hard presser, but crocheting, it's the same thing, you know, it hurts my hands. So I can't do huge projects. I only do blankets. I don't make clothing, stuffed animals, all that little BS in between. All that stuff is really cute. Scarves, mittens, socks. It's all cute stuff, but I have never learned how to make anything other than blankets, and I'm pretty stubborn, and I don't really want to learn anything else because I like making blankets because they're easy, and for me, they're quick to do. I can get a blanket done in under a month. I want to say close to a queen or king size blanket I can do in under a month with thicker yarn. So I just like simple projects. I don't like things being technical. I don't like tons of instructions and too much in the pattern. I've seen cute things that I would want to do, but there's just so much to do in order to complete the project that I can't be bothered. So, you know, my blankets, it's just a square pattern that goes round and round and round and round until it gets to the size I want it to be. No, I don't measure things with measuring tapes. Do I measure people's beds to see if they're going to fit? No, everybody gets pretty much a king size blanket from me, or queen. I have a king size bed, so I just put the blanket over my bed, and if it covers my bed, then I know it's big enough. I like my blankets that I gift to people and also make for my home and my family members. I like them to be big enough that if you're going to snuggle up with the blanket, your feet will be covered if you stretch out your legs all the way, and you can also pull the blanket all the way up to your face and it not run short on your feet. I like it to cover full body. I don't like throws and stuff that run short. No. What's the point of cuddling up with a blanket that doesn't cover your entire body? That's just how I do things. That's how I gift. I like nice big blankets. So I'm going to be working on a new blanket for my house. Like I need a new blanket for my house. I already have like 4. 2 for Julio and 2 for me. 2 is for the living room, and oh no, I have 3. I'm sorry, I have 3. I misunderstood. I have 2 that are made to match the living room when we are on the couch. So 1 for Julio, 1 for me. Then I have 1 that matches my bedding in our bedroom, and I sleep with that one, and that one's a king size one, and so that one that's number 3. So I have other blankets that I have started and I've never finished because I am notorious for starting and never finishing projects that are for my own home. When they are for gifts, I finish them, as far as crocheting is concerned. So I'm going to show you first, one's a gift and one is for me. The gift is for my co-worker. Her name is Jenna. She's the only one in my bakery department that didn't get a blanket from me so far. Everybody else, my 3 other co-workers, have gotten blankets from me. Last year I gave them for Christmas. Then we got a newcomer and I made her a blanket, and then I never made Jenna one, but so it's time to make her one before she starts school and finishes school and probably goes off to another college. I want to be able to give her a blanket to take with her. So she likes purple. So this is like an ombre yarn. I like baby blanket yarn. It's like fleecy and it's got a little bit of a thickness to it. It's not that thin typical yarn, that wool yarn that you usually see everybody using, that basic stuff. No, I like baby yarn because it's thick, it's plushy, it's soft, and it's cushiony. And it feels wonderful to snuggle with. So this is like a light lavender with a little bit of a darker purple, and it ombres itself as you are crocheting. So this is by Bernat. My ferrets tore the label, of course. This stuff I already had in my stash because I bought it and tried to make her a blanket before with a new pattern, and this is like I'm saying, I tried a new pattern and I hated it, so I wasted half of my yarn trying to, and I could tear it apart, but I don't want to go through all that, so I'm just chucking it. So yes, this is Yarn Inspirations Bernat Baby Blanket, dappled. I don't know, I guess maybe that's the ombre. In this roll, does it even say? They usually say this is 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, 220 yards of yarn, but some of it I already kind of used, so it's probably a little less. On the labels, if you are not familiar with yarn, it'll tell you if it's bulky. This is a super bulky yarn. And for knitting, you can use 8mm needles and also crochet hook 8mm needle. Let me show you the crochet hook that I use. This is my favorite. It has a wooden handle and this is metal up here. This is an 8mm size 11, I think. I love it. It's super chunky and it's bulky, and I get work done very quick with this. This is my favorite. And this is lightweight. It's got it's teeny tad bit of weight, but nothing that will strain your hand. The wooden handle is pretty lightweight. I love it. These are my scissors. You can get these off of Temu. I got these off of Amazon. They kind of got like a bird, like a crane look to them. Like this is the eye and these are the feather imprints and stuff. But I love these little scissors. They cut yarn really, really well. I have like another pair somewhere. The other color I'm going to be using in her blanket is this. It's like a plum. I don't know if we call it eggplant. Eggplant's darker. Maybe a plum color. Of course, it's re-rolled up because I had started using it in the other project and didn't like it. But I have more than enough to get started with these two bulks. This is also Bernat Baby Blanket. It's a thicker fleece. The other one seems more velvety soft, but this is still soft also. Very cushiony, very plushy. I love it. So that's the colors of the first blanket. I'm probably going to add another purple ombre yarn in the mix in her blanket. I just didn't pick it up today because this Bernat Baby Blanket yarn usually runs about $11.99 a ball yarn. Yeah. So when I was telling you in past videos that the other reason why I don't crochet that much and I only do them for gifts every so often, because it's super expensive. The yarn that I love is super expensive. One ball is $11.99. I use about 6, maybe 7, could be 8 of these balls of yarn to complete a blanket. So do the math. It gets pretty pricey, you guys. That's an expensive blanket to make somebody. You're damn sure I love them very much. So let me show you what I got today. But I picked out some new supplies from Joann's for my new project. That's for me. Of course, my ferret got into the shopping bag and she tore off labels and she makes a mess of things. So to start off, I got 2 balls of yarn, skeins. I know crochet fanatics call them skeins. I just call them balls of yarn. I mean, come on. This is a 100% acrylic. It's called Big Twist Value brand. 380 yards, 6 ounces. It tells you how many balls of yarn of this particular yarn you're going to need to make either a throw or blanket, whatever you want to call it, an adult size long sleeve shirt, a hat, or a scarf. You may need to tailor that depending on what size the clothing is or what size you want your blanket. You may need more or less. They also have a website you can go, I guess, to check out the yarn and some project ideas. For this particular yarn, you need a 5mm hook. This is medium bulk. And also, if you're going to wash your project after, you can machine wash. Let's see, low iron, do not bleach, and do not tumble dry, just dry flat, like air dry. Okay, let me show you the thickness now. See how thin this yarn is? A lot of crocheters use this yarn to do a lot of projects, blankets, clothing, everything. I don't use it because it's super thin and it doesn't work up as quick. What takes me to make a bigger square in a good size square in this will take me about double in this. It just takes more because it's a thinner yarn. You're doing a more intricate work. So I got 2 black. I also got a corally pink. My room is like pink, white, and black. Same brand, Big Twist Value, 100% acrylic. It's nice and soft. It's not too rough. I'm really picky with these yarns. I like things that are soft because I am cuddling with them in bed. I am, I'm snuggling with my blanket, so I don't want anything rough like wool on my face. So yeah, this is nice and soft. So I got this pink, and for a little extra pattern, I got 2 balls of these ombre yarns, also by Big Twist Value. But for some strange reason, I was really upset about this when I saw this in Joann's. For the same price, same brand, same line, Big Twist Value. The solid colors, you get 380 yards, this one, and the black. For the ombre ones that change colors, you get 269 yards, 4.3 ounces. This is 6 ounces. So I'm paying the same price, $4.49 a ball yarn, $4.49 for this and the black, and $4.49 for this, and I get less. Why, Joann's? Why are we doing this? I don't understand it. I'm pretty sure some professional crochet person has a reasoning behind it and they could probably explain it to you better, but I don't know the technicalities of yarn and weights and pricing. I don't. I just know what's more pricey and what's not. I know there's other textures out there that are really, really pricey. I won't dare work with them, like merino wool. I think it's merino wool. Very beautiful wool. I've seen people make beautiful blankets out of it, but it's super expensive. But it's really nice. It's beautiful stuff. So this is the start. Here, let's do this. This is going to be the color of my new blanket. I don't have a blanket for myself in this texture. I have a blanket in this texture for myself. So I've only made one blanket once in this particular yarn for my father. But I wanted a thinner blanket. So I'm going to be using this. Let me show you the hook I'm going to be using. This is a 5mm, a US size 8. See how much tinier that is? Now you can imagine how long it's going to take to make a decent sized square. Where's my other hook? So you can see the difference. Okay, this takes so much longer, and this yarn, it just takes so long unless you're quick. But every time I start to pick up the pace, my hands start to hurt a lot more. They get cramped a lot more, so I have to keep a steady pace without going overboard. But I can get more work done faster with this size and these size yarns than this size. This might take me a little while, so, but it's my own, it's a project for my own personal use. So, where's my receipt? So for the crochet needle, the crochet hook I paid $3.29 for. This one I got at Joann's today, a new one. I think I have one in my collection. I have so many crochet hooks in my collection, but then I place them in junk drawers and stuff like that, and then they go missing. So I didn't want to take a chance that I went all the way home, wanted to start the project today, and I didn't have the right size hook. So I bought it for $3 today. Is this the one we're talking about? I'm assuming this is the one, Big Twist Value in Watermelon. It's $4.49. Pink Ombre from Big Twist Value, also $4.49. And the Big Twist Value in Black was also $4.49. In one of the balls of yarn, I got $1.80 off. I got 40% off. I had a coupon. Joann's is really good for that. If you have the app, there's always coupons you can use. 40% off, 20% off. Use them. If you're a Joann shopper, use them. They do come in handy and you do save some coin. So for all these, plus the hook, I spent about $25.54. The big balls, the purple balls of yarn that I showed you, I bought them a while ago, but I checked out the prices. They are on sale for just under $10, like $9 and some change, which is why I almost picked up an extra ball of yarn, but I have two to get started with, and I'm gonna go back and forth between the projects. So but they are usually $11.99 per skein, so a little bit more on the pricey side, guys. So I will be doing beginning, you know, the start of it, the completion of the blankets, and I will be doing progress updates. So will be something new added to the channel other than diamond paintings. I just don't think diamond painting, just doing straight diamond paintings is doing it for my channel. It's not going in a positive direction. So just to switch things up a little bit, we're gonna try and, well, I already know how to do this craft, but we're gonna try showing a new craft on the channel. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy seeing these new videos I'm gonna be putting up. I'm not gonna diamond paint today. I completed one last night. I completed one the other night. I'm taking the night off from diamond painting. I am gonna start my crochet projects tonight, today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's very different. If you guys are crocheters or knitters out there, or you sew or you quilt, even if you cross stitch, that's a form of sewing. If you do any of that type of craft, let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to know if some of my diamond painters out there are into these types of crafts when they're not diamond painting. It would be really interesting to see how many other crafts you guys do. So I hope you guys have a nice day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.